Alright, welcome back. We are going to campaign day 4. So this will mark a quarter of the way through. Well, no, 4 times 3. It's a third of the way through the World War III campaigns. And just over a quarter of the way through this one. We are sitting on 32 victory points. So if I were to multiply this by 3, that would get me in the 90s, which is way short on all of these. So we got a lot to do. I still think that the momentum does pick up. The World War III campaigns are some of the toughest ones. The 1981 that comes with the expansion is even tougher. I covered that in one of my playthroughs, and I think I mentioned this before, but like DVG was on crack when they made it, because if you conquer and destroy every single objective in the entire campaign, you won't have enough victory points to get a great rating. It's like, what are you smoking there, DVG? There's like one card in this entire deck that lets you get an extra victory point, and that was the Anyways, it's a mess, but it is challenging because it's 1980, so you're even like more constrained. You can't even take Hornets with you. A lot less options. But with that said, we are starting with our fan favorite Marines, and I think it is time to take on the carrier fleet. So let's try it again. And as you know, carrier fleet is a lot of hurt. 16 hits needed. We don't have a +1 anymore here, which is good. One extra center bandit. And then we need to, there's another bandit there. The weight point penalty thing we're not going to worry about because we're going to just negate that there. And I just need, first of all, I need to deliver a lot of hits. And 16 of them, in fact. And the issue is we were trying to do our hits without having to fly over the target. It didn't work. So let's try again. 8 of them. Guys like Turnip, completely out of the loop. So let's focus on the ones that have 0 or no stress. So for example, we have Animal here. Saw, these are with air to ground. We do need an air-to-air guy. We got one here. Sniper's our best air-to-air, but he does have some serious stress. He's out. Yeah, so the best air-to-air we have in the whole mix is Kong. Boy, we're in trouble. These two need to be added. Tex has to be a bomber. Burger has to be a bomber. Rudder should sit out. Mystic, bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still bring 2 more. Yeah, we're running into high stress people. Although this guy can go up to 7 stress before he's a problem. So we got Crispy. He's at 3 stress. 3 stress. I need him back. These 2 are for sure out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you need one more. So I'm basically bringing a 3 stress guy. This one does not have air to air. This one does. And he's fast. So we'll make Rudder an air to air. There's our 8 people. This is definitely going to stress the crap out of us. But let's get it in. And we do have to do a little bit of maintenance here. So remember, no AGM-88s with these guys, so we can't take out radar. That's a really big problem, by the way. And we also don't have any Phoenix rockets. We don't have any AMRAAMs. Everything about this is tough. And then we have to use AIM-9s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how I don't have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 7. How much do they carry? Ah, they only do 6. That's why. So there we go. So we got 2 full-time air-to-air people. The rest of these are going to be bombers. And remember, SO points, we can take the GBU 12s and 16s. We have the Mark 20s, 82s, and 83s. They can do the Mavericks. Doesn't really help us in this situation, since this isn't, well, no, it is considered a vehicle. So that's why we did Mavericks last time. That's right. That's right. But I think the issue is we got to get in close enough to be able to launch them without getting destroyed here. So yeah, we got to do it. So 2, 4. They only have 6 weight. So we're looking at 2 Mavericks for each guy. That or I get rid of the ECM pods, which I think is suicide. Yeah, we did this before. We've been down this path. And somehow or another, this was not enough. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I mean, there's 24 potential damage. We gotta do 16. That is the problem. So then what happens is we remove AIM-9s and we add Mavericks to each of these guys. But that's one of the solutions. That's a very difficult. The other thing is we can get rid of the ECM pods and get 1 more Maverick for each one. The ECM pods also cause you to take less stress when you try to evade. I mean, it's almost like you gotta leave the ECMs in. Then the other thing is we can add the GBUs, or we can do these weight 1 Mark 20s, or these with a 710. Basically, it's the same exact die roll, except you don't get a +3 anymore. All right, let's do our stuff here. Rudder and Congo. Rudder gets 0, 0. Congo or Kong gets a +1. Then we have Animal, Sol, and Tex. Tex is 0. Sol is a 2. Animal. Oh, Animal is a +1 air-to-air. Rudder is a +1 air-to-ground. So why don't we do Animal and Rudder are going to switch places. So now we have a 1 and another 1. And then Sol +2. Tex was a 0. Then we have Burger, Mystic, and Crispy. Burger is 0. Mystic is 2. And Crispy is 2. Check one more thing. No SA points on any of these. Animal has 1. Saw has 1. Animal gets 1, and Saw gets 1. I know they can fit here, but for whatever reason, this particular row, it doesn't let me put it in. Like, I can get that one in, no problem. It's just that top row is an issue. So we only have 2 SA points, although some of these guys are fast. Turnip, for example. Sniper, neither of those are in the mission, though. Rudder is fast. It'd be nice to represent fast somehow. Maybe if you put this on, to show that he's, you know, that's like he's super fast. So he's fast. Nobody else is. And then, yeah, I got one more thing I can line up here. So we could, because we're swimming in SO points, we could buy some GBUs. What's interesting is this doesn't have the rule of, you know, you spend whatever it is, 12 points or whatever, and then you get to use unlimited. Although that rule's over here. Oh, it's for these guys. Never mind. These ones are straight up. So that would be 1 SO point each. We can buy GBUs to go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would cost me 6 SO points. I don't know what it gets me, because I think we figured out that if we can't destroy this thing with what we have, then we have to fly over the target, and all these guys just lose their munitions and get shot down. But I will say that this is a really nice bomb compared to this. When you put these side by side, you're asking them to roll a 7, 10, and a 7 on this one gets you the same hit as there, but if you go up one more to 8, you get 2 hits. Instead of here, you got to get to 10 for 2 hits. And if you do 10 on this one, you get 3 hits. I mean, it is a superior one. You have to spend SO points for it. And the thing is like, I really don't want to get over the target. I mean, we saw the chaos that happened last time, how hard that was. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put an aim 9 on all these guys. And then an extra Maverick on them. Now their air to ground is not going to be as good. Okay, so the idea here is, unless you're in space 0 with them, you don't get a penalty to your air-to-air. You never get a penalty to your bombs. So I'm going to do this. We're going to try it. We do get to place sights first. See how bad this is going to be. So I can make some adjustments accordingly. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is why we don't want to go into the center. Look at how bad these are. Okay, that's just the sights. So looking at this real quick, this is perfect for us. No threat. These both have a range 1 threat, but if I come in to here, these range 1s are no threat to us. That one is a threat. This one's always a threat. These two are not. This one's always a threat. These two are not. So we're looking at 3 of them shooting at us if we come in from the north. Technically, yeah, this guy would be, the south would not be as good. We could theoretically come in from this side. If we did this range 2 guy, oh, yeah, actually if we come in from the side here, this one, 1, 2, right? Or 1, 2, this one becomes moot, although he's an easy guy to avoid. This one remains a threat. I like to symbolically move them away to show that they're not a threat. Yeah, come here. We got 2 guys that are a threat. Can't do anything about them either. Just have to deal with it. Okay, so we do that. Now we go to draw a target bound event card. Add 1 to your attack and suppression die rolls. That is really good. We need that because we need to get hits. So that's target bound. Place aircraft. We are placing them here. Determine and place bandits. So now we have 2 bandits all around and then 4, 5, 6 in the middle. This is where we're going to earn our money here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have 4 in the middle, actually 6 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We drew a lot. I probably shouldn't have thrown them all away, but we drew a lot here. So, not an immediate threat on turn 1, but it will be. Immediate threat on turn 1. Both of these are immediate threats. I'm going to move these 2 here. Not a threat on turn 1, but will be both of these. So a couple of these need to move towards us. 3 of them. But on turn 1, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks against us. Which, for a Marine mission, it's actually, I hate to say it, but that sounds decent. Okay, let's keep going. So now we're here on step 10. We're going to draw over target. Destroy 1 random site in each approach area. This is fantastic, but it's a random site. So of these 3, this is the one I want to see destroyed, but I have to roll. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, top to bottom. We're going to destroy number 2. And some of these could be helpful, right? Because if I ever do have to get over target, I might have to fly over some of this stuff. But anyways, that was unfortunate. And then we have 1, 2, 3 again. They destroyed the 3rd one. It says approach area, so the middle actually doesn't get one. So it would have been 1, 2, 3. This one would have been destroyed. Then we're going to do down and then left to right. So let's just do the next 2. 2 and 1. So 2 and 1. I mean, it was helpful. It didn't change our game at all. It's always nice to see things get destroyed. There's less clutter. It would have been nice to destroy some bandits. That would have been great. If we didn't have 3 of them here, it would have been nice if we randomly would have gotten rid of that one. But it is random. I can't change that. Okay, we go to turn 1 and fight. We begin. Okay, fast pilots first, or otherwise we have to take all of our hits. With our aim 9s, we can only shoot one space away. No one's within range of our aim 9s right now. There's absolutely nothing we can do, even if we could go fast. So everybody's flying low, so we can get nap of the earth, and we're just going to have to take our licks. So I'm going to start here at the top, and we're just going to, he's out of range at the moment, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to go right on down, and we're going to do some ECMs here. So let's go with the first one. So I'm just going to move him out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so 3 of them are going to do something. Let's start with number 1. And we have 8 pilots. They're going after number 8, which is Crispy. He's already high stress. Not the best one to go after first. A 1 is perfect roll. No damage, no nothing. Next one. It's going after Burger. A 3 looks great. That's 1 stress. And then we're going to go after Crispy again. A 4 is another stress. I mean, he's getting close to being shaken. We got to survive one more round, folks. And that's it. So, like I said, we can't do anything whether we wanted to or not, so now we're going to move in and go to turn 2. Now, before we do that, their bandits get to move. Like, for example, this one's out of range, so it's going to move into range, right, because it wants to strike us. This one is going to move into center and be in range to hit us. This one, not quite in range. So technically I'll put it over here because it's out of range still, but it's going to move 1 closer. And you could argue it would move here. I think it's the same difference. So we'll just do that, and then so now we got a situation where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are in range. We do have 1 that we can try to take out if we go fast, and I do have animal here with 1 SA, and I'm going to shoot 2 aim 9s. Do I really want to do 2? We're going to either destroy the target or not on this turn. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 aim 9s. Because I definitely want to get rid of one of our threats here. And we only rolled a 3. Thankfully we get +2 here for 5. And he gives us a 1 for 6. So we do destroy the MiG-21. Just barely. With rolling 2 dice. Come on. But we did at least get rid of 1. So now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went from 5 to 6 threats. If we get some good ECM rolls and can survive this, then we're good to go for this. So let me pause real quick. Okay, so let's rock and roll here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, out. 4 out. 5 and 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 5. These 3 are out. So we're going to get hit 3 times. Let's do, so the first one is 1, 3, and 8. Man, they're really picking on Crispy. 1 is Animal, and 3 is Rudder. So Crispy is at his limit. Rudder and Animal. Okay, so let's do 1 and 3. We can actually do together because they're both the same. So this is 1 being Animal. So this is Animal, this is Rudder. We got a 7 on Rudder, a 1 on Animal. So Animal's a complete miss. A 7 because Nap of the Earth. Thank goodness. We can shoot the Mavericks high or low. Because of Nap of the Earth, Rudder gets a +1. Stress. And that moves him into Shaken, which changes him from a +1 air to ground to a -1. Unfortunately, that blows. And then last but not least is Crispy, and this one's going to be a tough one. Even a 1 adds stress. A 3 is a good roll, but that's going to add another stress for Crispy. Puts him at 8, which also makes him Shaken. He goes from a +2 to a 0. Okay, so that makes the die rolls harder, but we made it through assuming we destroy the target, this is all we have to do. So let's start with our tougher guys. So we got 2 AGM 65s here, Animal and Kong. Animal is a -2, and Kong is a +1. So this is the -2, this is the +1. Getting an 8 is fantastic. Oh, yeah, okay. We get to add +3 because it's a vehicle. So that's an 11. -2 is 9. So we got 1 hit. And then this becomes actually an 11. So this is 2 hits. So we got 3 hits with our bonus ones. This might be the difference between us succeeding here. Then these 2 are at -1. Oh, we get a +1 for everybody because of the event. So what did I roll with that first one? I rolled a I rolled a 7. That's right. And then I went up to 11 and then back down to 9. I think I actually might have done another hit. I just can't remember what I rolled. But let's go back to this. We got a -1 here, but it's negated. So an 8 is 1 hit. This is not enough. But we did get, well, hold on, an 8, we add 3 to it. So it becomes a 9, 10, 11. So that's 2 hits for Rudder. And I forgot, he goes fast, so he could have gone first before he got attacked. So in doing so, he would have been able to add +2. Forgive me. We remember Rudder went into Shaken because of the attacks that were done on him, but he's fast, so he could have shot his bombs before that happened. So he would have gotten a +1 on his rolls. Let's see if that would have changed anything here. This is already 2 hits. This one would have become a 3, and then a 4 because of the event, and then a 5, 6, 7. Yes, that adds 1 more hit, and I'm going to take it. All right, so let's go for our big guns now. This one here gets a +2, which becomes a +3. And then the other thing gives +3 more, so that's a 6. And that is 4 hits right there. That's what we need. Let's do this one as well. Similar reasons. +3, +6. That is 4 more hits. Alright, and then we got a whole bunch of these are now +1s because of the event. We're going to roll 6 dice. Well, no. We're going to do 2 at a time. My apologies. Because you want to hold on to air to ground in case we run into trouble on the way back. So let's go ahead and do this one. Remember, they're getting a +1, which becomes a +4. So 1 + 4 is 5. That's a miss. 3 + 4 is 7. That's a hit. We're still 1 short. So we're going to do the same here now. Boy, they really are making us cut this close, aren't they? That's a miss, but this is a 6 + 4 is 10. We get 2 hits, and we finally beat this sucker. And remember, we can, it doesn't matter. We can exit the mission and don't have to do anything else. So, holy buckets. I'm just going to move this out of the way so I can grab all these. That was not a fun mission, but it's fun now that we beat it. It wasn't fun to do. Okay, so this one gives us 5 victory points, which is a really good bump. A recon of 3 and an intel of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. We no longer have any extra bandits, which is very helpful for the Marines. This is going to be even better. And it does add +2 stress. It's a carrier fleet, which is going to be in the same range. Which is this, so basically it's 3 stress for everybody. But I am not complaining about that at all. And let's do, well, first of all, we do the return home. Inflicts 2 stress on each pilot flying this mission. Boy, so now it's 5 stress for each one. Oh boy. Okay, animals, first one. 1, 2, 3, 4 because of this. 2 experience. He's 1 short. Kong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 short. Rudder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it's going to cost 8, so he's going to have 1 left over. He's moving up to skilled. Oh, he was already skilled, wasn't he? He's moving up to veteran. Well done. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Tex. 1, 2, 3, 4. And same deal, he's going to clear and go up 1. He's moving to average. Burger. It was 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to get 2, which is just enough to go to skilled. Barker's getting better. Mystic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Crispy. Crispy is going to be on R&R for a long time. So this lets us immediately redraw an event. It's a good one for them to have. The +2 stress was not great. So now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And everybody gets an extra rest here. So he's going to lose 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. So we're going to have to, we don't want to do a primary and a secondary the next day. We got a lot of pilots that need extra rest. You know, the rest of not going on a mission, and then, of course, the extra rest from spending 9 more SO points. But 5 victory points was great. The track moved really well. Happy with that. We are at 4 out of our 6. Remember, because we got the basically all the new targets are here that are in Band 2. So, okay. Now we're moving on to here. And just to recap, we could draw 4. We've moved the stuff enough that we have no more penalties. The only one with penalties right now is still him. We can draw 4. Our stress is, I think, looking really good. So here's the first one. We did this one actually with one of our other groups. 16 hits is the big kahuna here, but that's a 7. So that's 7 out of the 12. I can still... Is there anybody who can't go? Maybe Haas should rest. I'm going to draw another one. That's a port that needs 19 hits. So they're both big 7s. They both let you discard improvement cards, but we don't have an improvement card issue here. Well, let's look at one more thing. Where's 24? Where's 19? 24 is here. That gives you an extra experience point. And 19 is here. So I want to do 24. And the question is do I want to keep drawing? I can draw 2 more to try to get a secondary. Yeah, let's draw another one. See, this one has an improvement. Move the recon counter 1 to the left at the end of each day. So now I just made my life harder. So I either have to attack the fleet and discard this one. Well, yeah, it's a no-brainer. I gotta attack the fleet now. So we're gonna go ahead and attack the fleet. This uses 8 of our pilots, so that's going to be a full mission for us, so let's do that. 8 pilots coming out. Sorry, just trying to tidy this up. Remember, we have 4 SO points that we're willing to spend. I did overspend by 1. And since we're not doing 2 missions today, I'm probably going to be okay. This particular mission is a 52, which is a waypoint penalty of 2. I need 15 hits. It is a vehicle. I am probably going to spend 1 for the waypoint penalty. Since I overspent by 1, that's 2. And then I'm going to spend 2 more. And whoever I equip up here, we're going to at least have 2 Phoenix missiles for our best pilot. And this is 8, so we are going to bring 2 air-to-air. So Teflon is going to be 1. And I noticed he had a +2. And he also has 1 SA. He's, you know, he's Mexican. You get it, SA? Alright, that's 1, and then we have Farm Boy and Ogre, both of which are great. Ogre is higher promoted, he has a +1. I'm going to bring Farm Boy along. He was the one that was shot down, so let's get him back into action. He does get a +0 at his current promotion, and he has 1 SA. And we got to do the rest. We should be able to annihilate this thing. And we might even want to bring all 3 of our fighters, actually. Because there's going to be a lot of bandits on this one. 3, 6, 9, 12, and 3 more in the middle. So 15 bandits are going to get drawn. We for sure want to bring 2 of our big guns. We also want to bring at least 1 of these prowlers. This guy can use the rest, so we'll bring Crunch on this one. And he gets a +1 air to ground. And he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4. And has a +1. So now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking at Kraken for sure. He's our MVP. Kraken has a +2. So then it's between Extra and Dingo. Both have 0 stress, so we're good there. Extra does have better air to ground. Dingo's getting really close to leveling up. We'll do Dingo. I might actually be able to do all 3. I mean, we're looking at a lot of spots here. Dingo has a +0. We could bring one of our small guys, Buzz. We should let Haas rest, but we'll bring Buzz along. He has a +0. Do we want to bring Eyes? Comes with 3 SA points. Well, let us ignore events. +1 on all of our rolls. He has 2 stress. This particular target is going to not add any stress. It is a 52. So we're going to get 3 stress for the mission. This is a freebie. We can come back. I'm thinking of bringing Wolf. Because I'm talking about possibly adding a 3rd fighter, and Wolf is versatile. He actually has air-to-air instead of air-to-ground. I can leave Ogre to rest because I might need him tomorrow if these other ones take a lot of stress. I can bring Wolf along. Yeah, we'll bring Wolf. Then I still have room for one more. I can bring a third big gun. Feels like overkill. But there's no one else to bring. I mean, we got Haas. I mean, I can bring him just for the giggles. When you're bringing 8, you're leaving 4 behind. I know that's so deep and profound, but we were talking about him being 1, him being 2, yeah, and him's 3. These are the 3 right now, because we're bringing 8, and this could be a free one for 9. So it's really these 3. Everybody else is going, except for Moon. Oh, there you go. There's 4 actually. Oh, Dingo's out there. So we got 1, 2. That's right. Now we have to take 1 more. That's where I'm going with this. So if he's sitting, and he's sitting, yeah, we're bringing extra. That's a lot of firepower now. So what I'm going to do is move Wolf up. My reason being is he'll be a bit of an air-to-air, so he's going to be joining these guys. And then maybe if I move everybody down 1, I don't necessarily need the gap anymore. Then it all just fits. Okay, so we're bringing 2. It's probably not enough, but 2 is all we're going to get. And then everybody else is aim 7. So Teflon and Farm Boy have 8 weight. Wolf has 8. The big guys have 12, and then the little guy has 7. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of missiles. But we have been shooting 2 at a time to make sure we actually hit our target. So that's not a bad call. And then with Wolf here, we got another set. So I really want to clone more. How many are in this bag? There's 4 a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40. That's at least 46. I probably only pulled out 6 or 7. It's around 50. Yeah, there's plenty. Wolf only has a +1 air-to-air. Yeah, we're going to do it. Oops. Okay, so we added those to the mix. We got this big pile of AGMs. If I put those... I do like this idea, because now I can put these along the top. Oh no. I actually do like having the bombs at the tippy top like this. Alright, let's stop house cleaning here. So we got 3 air-to-air very likely going to be needed here. Now we do have to do hits. This is a vehicle. We're going to be mavericking all the way. We're going to get 15 hits on this guy. And let's make sure, because like this guy has a +1. Wolf does. Farm Boy has a 0 with 1 SA. So let's get that reflected. Oh, he has it. Then we got, is Dingo really a +2? Let's check. Dingo is a +0. Kraken is +2. And Extra is +1. Okay, and then we have Buzz, which is a +0. I'm just looking real quick. Teflon is fast. Crunch is fast. And that's really important here. So then the question becomes, is do I want to give more SA points out? I do get to see the sites. Let's look at the sites here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 in the middle. Well, the good news is a lot of them are radar. Since we're going to maverick them, that means we're going to be attacking from far away, just like we did the last mission. So we don't need to get over target. So with that said, we can start moving stuff. Like all 3 of these are not a threat. So this is a great angle to come in. This is a range 1. So if I do come in and shoot from here, these are out. All 3 of those are out. This one is a threat on turn 2. Never a threat, never a threat. And all 3 of those are never a threat. So we actually only have one single site is going to be a problem. So all that means is these AGM-88s I have with Crunch is more than enough for the whole mission. So we could focus on murder, death, kill with everything else. So Dingo holds 12 weight. This makes it 11. But basically we 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we have that as 11. I got one more I got to figure something out with. And this is typically what we do. We add an 88 to it. So now we got, same here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We got 15 of these going in. We only need 15 hits. These guys with their die rolls and the +3s, we should be in fantastic shape here. And that's not even counting Buzz. Buzz has a weight of 7. He can use 88s. He can also use Mavericks. He can only have 2 aim 9s, which would be a horrible use for him. You can start like putting things like rockets and doing that suppression thing I was telling you about. But to be honest, it's just 2, 4, 6, 7. That's how it's going to look. This should be a fairly easy mission to accomplish. Like I said, it's going to be a 3 stress mission. So now the question is, do I bring eyes or do I let him rest? Just because I need him to stay low stress so he can help us when we really need him. I'm going to let him rest. So sending who we're sending, anybody who's remaining gets to reduce stress. Going to reduce all 3. And he's going to reduce 2. There we go. So at least everybody who stayed behind is going to be well rested. So it's just a matter of these guys. We're going to draw a target bound event card. Subtract 2 at high altitude. We're going to stay low altitude for this mission, so we don't need to, but we're going to. And if we're low altitude, this is not even a threat. We're going to place our aircraft here. Now let's do the bandits. So it is 3s all around. We're starting here as always. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as I sort of had a premonition, we've had a lot better draws where we drew a lot more no bandits than this one. But considering where we are, let's look at immediate threats versus not yet. This is an immediate threat right now. This one is immediate threat. These 2 are both immediate. This one's immediate. These 2 are not yet. This one's immediate. That's a not yet. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 guys, and I don't have enough Phoenix to take them all out. These 2 are up close, meaning I can take them if I go fast. And this is where the SA points are going to really kick in. And having that eyes with us would have been nice. But first of all, we get to do our Phoenix missile attacks. I am not going to shoot the ones that are in range. So instead, I want to get this guy who's really far away. So 1 Phoenix is going to go after him. So we have 1, 2, 2 Phoenix to shoot. That's it. And I do get a +2. I need a 6 to hit. First one is for sure going to go after him, just because he's too far away. And then the next one, we're going to go after this one, because look at him. He has a 158. That's a horrible... Like, both of these guys are really good. Actually, all 3 of them are the same. So we're going to go after this one. 2 dice. I need a 6. I get a +2. I missed on both. Alright, now we're in extreme... This went from an extremely easy mission to now an extremely difficult mission. We are going to get attacked so hard right now. This would have added 1 to all of our air and ground rolls. I was supposed to make this decision before I knew what I was up against. That would not have changed this, actually. These two still would have failed. Because we would have gotten to a 5. We needed a 6. But I gotta decide, is he in or out? We do give them a -1 to all their rolls. Yeah, I decided he's out, so I made this grave, so let's live with it now. Okay, so starting from the left, we have 1, 2, well, hold on. Nobody's attacking yet. Now we do, well, before we did the Phoenix, we're supposed to do over target. So let me backtrack there. Move one random site in the center area to a random area containing your aircraft. That's a bizarre one. So we have 3 sites here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. So this one moves to there. So now that's a problem. We're okay on that regard. So now we fast pilots attack. Turn 1. So crunch is fast. We determined we don't need to kill a lot, so I can do 2 AGM-88s. We're going to go after the target we're immediately over. This one eventually we need to get, but we're fine. I just need a 4. I got a 3 and a 1. He does give me a -1. I get a +1. Oh my gosh, we missed with both? This is the worst. This went from the easiest. We missed with both rolls. That was as done of a deal as it was going to get. And this is where the +1 from this guy would have... I'm going to regret this decision, aren't I? Wow. So now we got this one attacking us. I do have extra AGM-88s here, but none of them are fast. But here I have 2 AIM-7s. So we're going to launch both. Right? With a +2. I already go fast, so I don't need to use this. Oh, who's our leader? Teflon. So let's think this through. I'm going after this one. That's good enough for a hit. So we got rid of one of them. And then this guy's going to use his. We're going to do 2 AIM-7s. Same deal. Going after this guy. Alright, so we got 2 of the planes out. That part's good. This one, so what I can do is I can use his SA to let Kraken shoot his AGM-88 since we missed. Remember, you do them one at a time, so you can see that you missed and then need to add another guy. I get to add +2 because of Kraken, and that's a -1. We just barely killed him, but that was very necessary. So we got rid of 3 of our threats. We still have a lot more threats, though. And nobody else is in range. Nothing else we can do. We do have some slow attacks we could eventually do, but right now that's the gist of it. So, getting back to this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 threats. He does not have an ECM crunch, so I got to roll 4 times to see if any of them target crunch. So first one first target. So he's the first target. Second target. Third target. And the fourth target. Holy buckets. He's attacked 3 times. So number 1, out. Number 2, out. Number 3, out. Number 4, oh my gosh. We got so lucky. The ECM jammed everything. Now, mind you, we do have a Prowler with us, which would have reduced all their die rolls by 1. So, you know, if this guy here would have attacked us, you know, it's not just a 3, it actually becomes a 2, which wouldn't have made a difference. But the point is with the ECM jam, we got very lucky. So now we go to slow pilots. Nobody's in air-to-air range. Well, actually, no, they are, because look, 1, 2. We can shoot this one, and Wolf is going to shoot 2 of them. So let's do that. We got ourselves a 10. So this guy is as good as gone. Now I can't do the same this way, because since this is divided in half, I can't go 1, 2 and get these guys. But I can go back to Crunch now, and we're going to go... nope, Crunch is fast, so he already went. But these guys can go. So Extra will shoot his AGM-88. Just 1. He rolled a 1. He sucks. Then we'll have Dingo do his. That's a good hit. So we took this one out. Not that it was needed, but we still took it anyways. So then what happens is we move forward, right? This one's going to move forward to get in range. These 2 are already in range. This one will move forward to get in range. This one's already in range, and this moves forward to get in range. So we got a whole bunch in range. This is where eyes would have helped us, because we're out of SA points. We need to go fast again to take out all these planes that have us in their sights. So that's why eyes needed to come. I do regret the decision, but now we got to live with it. So we're on day 2, or turn 2, I mean. All of these guys are in range for us to shoot. It's just that this is the only one that's going fast. So, oh, actually, yeah, that's it. So I'm going to shoot 2 more AIM-7s. Who's our biggest threat here? Like that 2, this one here is our biggest threat. So we're going to go after this one. Oh, this one's also in range now. Going to go after that one. Oh my goodness. We missed. Now Crunch can go. We can shoot an AGM-88 at something. It's not really necessary because nobody's a threat. But let's go after the one over the target in case some reason I got to go over the target. So we got rid of that. The bandits are just destroying us here. I have plenty of missiles. I just don't have enough time. If I had the SA points, I would have everybody going fast. We would have taken out at least 3 of these bandits. As it stands, every single one of these is coming at us. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first one is going after target 1. ECM missed. So target 1 is Teflon. Roll. We got a 5, but I get to reduce it to a 4. So thankfully it's just a stress. Next one. Oh, look at that. I only have 3 here. That's why they kept targeting number 1. So let's redo the first one. That was going after Crunch. Teflon does not get any stress for that. Crunch does not have an ECM, so the roll would have still went in. He could still evade, but when he does evade, he takes 2 stress for evading because he doesn't have an ECM pod. But the good news, though, is that 5 becomes a 3, so he gets 1 more stress. All right, number 2, which is him. Nothing. Number 3. This guy is going to attack number 3, which is Wolf. We got a 1, so he does nothing. I'm going to go here for 4. That one's going after Crunch. Okay, first of all, Crunch gets 1 for evading. I'm sorry, 2 for evading. And then we rolled an 8. He reduces it to a 6. Crunch gets damage, so he loses all of his munitions. Third one, or next one down. 4. That's Dingo. Uh, 7. Becomes a 6. No. Dingo loses all of his munitions. Next one is 5. Evaded. Next one, 3 and 8. This is the 3, evaded. The 8 happens again. Six becomes a 4. 1 more stress, he's up to 9. Alright, we lost a lot of bombs, and now we're in big trouble. But we do get to go. So let's start with Buzz here. He has 1, 2, 3 of them with a +0. We rolled 3 10s. So that is 3 hits. That is 6 hits. 2 each. So that's a great start. He exceeded expectations. Then we have this one here. That's technically this. So we have 2, 4, 5. Here's 4 of them. He does add a +2. The vehicle adds a +3. So he's adding +5 to everything. So this is a 6. That's a miss. That's an 8. That's one hit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more hits. We're up to 13. And then we have 2, 4. I'm going to save one. Now these guys, he's adding a 3 plus 1 is 4. So that's a 9. That's one hit, one hit, one hit. Miss. So 3 hits. That's enough. And that was brutal. We can fly home. We don't need to shoot the air to air. Yeah, I'm really learning my trick to this game, and the reason why I do so well is because I use the AWACS to mitigate and go fast, and then I shoot all my missiles or everything I need to do to take down the bandits and basically make sure that this is a smoother game. So great target. We got another one added to the mix. It is 6 victory points, 2 recon, 1 intel. We now have a -1 bandit and then 6 victory points. That was great. Nobody was destroyed. They were just damaged. It made it a lot scarier than it needed to be. This is a 3 stress mission. We do have to do a go home. This is an extra experience point, and see, we could roll 1 less attack for each air to ground counter expended. That's why I held on to this. So now we just have to do 2 attacks. And let's just make sure. So it's 3 and 3 in both cases. There's a miss. There's a miss. 1 second. Okay, so now I have to finalize the experience here. We get 3 experience, and I think we get 3 stress. Sorry, I took a call and I was gone for quite a while here. It was the attack fleet. 52, yeah, 3 stress. There are 3 stress and 3 experience for everybody involved. So Teflon, we'll get 2 and 3. So that's going to be 1 left over. I'm going to go up to average. So he transitioned to fast, but he lost his +1. Dingo gets just 1. And then here we're going to have a +2. He switched to fast, it looks like. Buzz. This one's going to be enough to level up to average. So he finally has a +1. Kraken. He's going to go up to 8. So he'll have a +1. Gets the veteran. And an extra. Two experience. It's going to go up to 7, which is just enough to get to skilled. And then Crunch, who is in a sorry state of affairs. Definitely not going to be able to bring him on the next mission. but that was good. We still have 40. I think I have one more R&R, and then of course, you know, there's 7 times 4, 28 of those 40 points are the SO points that we're spending per day. And yeah, we're going to be able to destroy a bandit every time. That's really good. So now we got North Korea here. Moving on to these guys, we do have some high stress. I remember I chose not to do it. I just basically said we can't do a secondary. And what do? We drew a secondary. This is an improvement, so meaning it's going to stick here until we do it. So let's draw one more. Another secondary. So what I could do is I could do both secondaries as primaries. Typically that's not what you want to do, but see, we have improvements, so I can't discard either of them. What I could do is just let this sit here, and then we can do the improvement later. Like, I'm going to just have to live with the improvement penalty. How many do I get to draw? I get to draw 3. I'm going to draw one more. And it's a big target with an improvement. So I made my life harder. That's 11. This would use all 12. And I don't have the ability to do all 12 with this and this situation going on. So I'm going to be able to do just one mission, and both of these secondaries are going to penalize me with one center bandit. Not the best outcome. I think it's manageable, but definitely not the best for us. So we got 1, 2, 3 extremely high stress characters. 4. Yeah, we're in trouble. So we got an air-to-air. No. Air-to-ground. A neutral. We can bring brick. Bear, which could be either. Duke, air to ground. Cowboy, air to ground. Out, out. Bigfoot, air to ground. And then Alpo. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. There's our team. I do like this because now it makes it easier to put them away. Talon is +0 and 0. Bonsai is 0 +1 air to ground. This one reduces the stress by 2 for not going on the mission. Same with this one. I think they get to do their cool as well. Interesting. It doesn't mention it here, so it's somewhere else. Probably way down in the end here. Does not fly during a day. He recovers stress equal to his cool +2. Okay, yeah. So that is true. So we'll see if we'll do one more. Alright, so here we have Cowboy gets a +2. Duke is a 1 and 1. Bear is a 2. Brick is a 4. And then Alpo is a -1.
Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching.
Bigfoot is +3. Duck -3 and -3. Okay, so these guys are going to penalize me a bit. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I was gone again for a while. So before we finalize our aircraft, we do get to place the sights, and it's 3 around and 2 in the middle. So a lot of sights on this one. 1. Okay, so we're going to get 1, 2, 4 extra center bandits, and we get 2 extra center sights. This is not going to be an easy mission. So given our situation, this is not a vehicle, so we can't do the simple thing where we just come in and shoot from far away. We are going to have to go over targets. Really good news is these are radar, so we can AGM-88 those. But the bad news is if you look at the threats, we have 2 threats here that if we go over target, these will become a threat. This is an immediate threat. This is not a threat, as long as I don't come in from the right. If I come in from over here, that's an immediate threat. And then all 3 of these are not a threat. So looking at the landscape, the best way to come in is from this side. This one becomes a threat if we come in from the south or the north. So as long as I come in from the west, oh no, this one becomes a threat if we ever go over center. Never mind. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to eliminate 8 targets. These two are not a threat on turn 1. So like I'm thinking about, okay, if I have to go fast, which ones are the immediate targets? It's 1 and 2. If I come in from the north, I gotta kill this one. This one, see here, this is, oh actually both of these are low only. So as long as we're flying high altitude, we can fly over this. We can even fly over this one. So now that I'm looking at it, these two become an issue because we have to go low to hit the final target. We only need 11 hits to actually kill this thing. I know I say that lightly, but with some of our weapons, we can really do some damage. There are 1 bandit and then 6 over the center, and we're going to be drawing 2, 3, 4 more. This is a bad situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minimum. We're going to be drawing 2 more over the center. That put us to 10. That we're going to have to mitigate. Alpo here has a weight of 8. So he's going to have 7 88s. Some of them are going to miss. We'll put him like this. Okay, so we got 7 of them here. Let's try not to be confusing. We'll put them down there. Not enough. I'm going to have to put some on the other ones as well. Looking at our weight limits, everything is 8. Tigger and Doc are not in the mission, so Bigfoot is the only one that's 10. Everybody else is 8, all across the board. This particular mission is on target 4, which is where here. So we're going to have to spend 1 SO point to get rid of the weight point penalty, and we will do that. And then stress is going to be 3. That's fine. No extra experience points, but that's also fine. So I need at minimum 2 air-to-air, with 10 being drawn in the middle. I might even need a third. The number of bombers is, I don't need a lot of hits to, like I said, to kill this, but I need a lot of hits to get there. Now, if I really wanted to, and I know I've been super stingy about it, right here, these JSOWs, JSOW, AGM 154s. Let me show you those again real quick. They do a possibility of 2 hits. If it was a soft site or target, that would have been awesome, but it's not. I can shoot from 3 spaces away and at 2 hits each, you know, do all my damage from far out. The problem is it's going to be 2 SO points per token. And to get 11 hits in, I'm going to need at least 6 tokens. And that's assuming I only miss once. You know, chances are I'm going to need 10 tokens. And so then I'm spending 10 of my SO points all in one mission. That's the reason why I never do it. I do get 5 free SO points. But to be quite honest, those 5 free SO points are going to be, all 5 of them are going to be AIM 120s. And we're going to give them to Bear. So that's 5, 6, then we'll do 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's with 2 of them going anti-air. I think that's the right call. So then we have all these guys, and Bigfoot has the extra 2 weight points, which is cool because he has 3 stress here. Like I said, I could go hog wild with the SO points. I don't know if I want to do that though. This is where the game gets fun. There's a lot of decisions to be had. And I know I've said this in previous playthroughs, but it's overwhelming at first with all the choices, right? But you do realize that there's certain things that are just good for certain targets. Right now, the GPUs are fantastic. They're always fantastic. I think these are the bunker busters. The problem is they cost SO points. So I keep coming back over to here. So the debate is always the 82, 83, and 84. The 83 is just a nice happy medium. The 82 is, as you can see here, a little difficult because you get no bonuses to your die roll. And then of course the 84 is awesome, but it takes up 3 points. And 358 is clearly better than 5710, but you got to spend an extra weight point to achieve that. But let's say so this guy has 10 weight points, right? We spent 1. If I do 3, 6, 9, and then that's 10. So Bigfoot could come in with a +3 bonus to his die rolls. And then what does Brick do for them? Brick is helping them with air-to-air, but not air-to-ground. So with +3 bonus to his die rolls, that means even if I roll a 1, I'm guaranteed 1 hit each. And if I roll a 2, I'm guaranteed 2 hits each. That, I think, is a well-used... And these are free. I don't have to spend SO points. It's just they're very heavy. 2,000 pounders. I think that's really good. So that's 6 of the 11 hits that I need. And then I got 3 more guys here, right? So, with that being said, I got to get some AGM-88s out there because we have a lot of ground targets we need to go after. So, we at least need 1 each. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the... Well, let me think about this. Let's do another 3 and a 3. These are like all or nothing. If I roll a really low number with my die, then this is a huge waste. That's why having the +3 is really helpful. It makes these less risky. So this is 3, 4, 5, and let's say I need to do another AGM-88, which I think I do. So we're going to go 6. And then 7, 8. And then Banzai wasn't he air to air? No, he's clearly air to ground. Okay. So we have plenty of bombs. We also have plenty of AGM-88s, although I think we're going to use up almost all of them. Remember, Alpo gets a -1 to his roll, so that's going to be an issue. Now, you might be saying, why did you pick Alpo? He seems to suck. Alpo levels up super fast. And we're already up to average. And then as you go up, so we got skilled, veteran, and ace still, right? Once he gets to skilled, then veteran, then ace, like, he gets really good. And it only takes 4 experience points to get to skilled, where at least he has no penalties, and he's fast. Then at veteran, he gets a +1, and then at ace, he gets a +2, and all along, he's reducing enemy rolls the whole time. So, Alpo is fantastic. It's just that early on, you need to baby him or coddle him a little bit in these early stages. We could have made somebody else the noob and made him average, but anyways, neither here nor there. Okay, so we assigned our pilots, we armed them. Now we're going to draw a target-bound event card. Regain all special option points you spent on special weapons this mission. I spent 5. And I know there were 5 free, but I still spent them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And holy buckets, if I would have known that, we could have gone wild. But getting 5 was really nice. Excuse me. Okay, so we did that. Place our aircraft. And then we determine the bandits. I think where I have it right now is where I want to be. So we're going to do bandits now. And so 1 around the edges and then 10 in the middle. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 2 more because of this puts us to 10. Boy, oh boy. Here's the first one. Perfect. North. East. South. Now the 10 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, considering how many we had to draw, to get only 5 of them is fantastic. And then out of all of these, this is the only one that's a threat right now. Everything else is, the range is not far enough to hit us. So we're sitting really pretty. Actually, the air-to-air is more than covered. So now it's the ground is our threat. Okay, so we did that. Then we got to do the intel adjustment. The intel adjustment is 2 more centers. So that's another one we're going to have to hit. And the good news is they're all radar. That's what you want. You don't want them to be soft targets without radar, because then, like if it's something like this, you can't shoot it from far away with the AGM-88s. Becomes a bit of an issue. Okay, so we got all that done, and no Phoenix. Draw over target card. During turn 1, sights and bandits conduct their attacks before the fast pilots. That is horrible. So now we're going to roll our die. Brick on a 4 or better lets us ignore the event. Oh, you jerk. Okay, so we can get shot out of the sky. The good news is we got 1, 2, we only have 3 targets that can hit us at the start. So let's begin. We're going to start turn 1, and they get to go before we go. So I don't have to use my fast tokens. Because the whole point of using the SA points is to go before they go. So we don't get to do that. There's 3 of them. Let's do ECMs. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of them fail, so let's do our targets. How many of us do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, there's 8. 8, 1, 4. Okay, so let's do this properly. 8, 1, 4. So 8 is actually Brick himself. So he's going to evade. 1 is Talon. And 4 is Duke. So let's do 8 first. Oh my goodness, we rolled an 8, but we do get to reduce it to a 7. That prevents it from being destroyed. Thank goodness. He's not carrying any ammunition, so nothing happens, but he does get damaged. I think there is a marker for 4 damage. And you could theoretically just do that to show he's been damaged once. But basically, if he gets damaged again, he's gone. Alright, so that was 8, and now we got 1. That 4 becomes a 3. So 1 gets another stress. Now that's bad, because look at Talon here. He goes to 4, he's now shaken. So he goes to a -2. So he went from a 0, now he's a -2. And then the last one. Oh my goodness, we rolled a 9. So we do get to reduce it to an 8, and he loses everything. Who was it? It was Duke. So Duke gets damaged, and we lose all of these. So 2 Mark 83s. And 2 AGM 88s. That was horrible. Horrible event. Okay, now we get to go. I didn't mark down who's fast. Alpo's fast. Banzai's fast. And that's it. Now, mind you, the fast doesn't help with this round, but it will later. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have Bear shoot his AIM 120s. And you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 5 hits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bandits. So we're just going to roll 1 for each. I'm going to put them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's a 1. I get to add 2, which makes it a 3. And 2 makes it a 5. So that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a 1. That's a miss. 7 is a hit. And 8 is a hit. So we took all but 1 out with just those alone. I don't have any range to get to this guy. He doesn't have range on us either. Okay, so that's good enough. And then we're going to go ahead and do AGM 88s. So this is a +1. And we got to take out this target here. Done. Then we're going to do another AGM 88. That's a +2. We're going to take out this guy back here. Done. And then we need to use Alpo on this one right here. Get a +1. We had a -1 as well. So that's done. And then I do need to use some SA points. So to go fast and to also go slow. So I'm going to have Banzai use his to shoot the next AGM 88. And the next target we're going to go after is this one. That's a 2. Banzai adds 1 for 3. It's a miss. So then I'm going to have to do the same for Alpo. We're going to use one from here. He's going to shoot. Alpo gets a -1. 6, more than enough to hit. This one was critical because if we want to move to here, we got to be out of range. And by moving to here, the only thing we're going to be in range of is this guy. Everything else, we still get another turn to shoot at. Does that make sense? And so we went fast and slow with a couple of our guys. Now we move in, and we're going to start turn 2. So this is our only threat. We do need to... We got plenty of aim 7s for him. He gets a -2. I can do an awareness here. So let's do that. I'm going to drop down to 2. And we're going to have Bear go and shoot his last 2 aims. Just because he gets a +2 to his die roll. And, I mean, to be frank, even though I would rather shoot with him, there's no other planes on the board, or bandits, so that's the only one to go after. And of course we rolled fantastic. He's gone. So we have no threats. Nobody can hit us this turn. So now I don't have to use situational awareness, and we can just go through the only AGM-88s we have. Cowboy has one, and Alpo has one. So there's a +2 and a -1. So with the +2, we got to go after... like this one here, it has a -1, so I get an overall +1. So Cowboy took that out. And then with the Alpo, we got to get these ones here, and we're going to go after one of these +1s, which cancels out. Oh, you jerk. We're in trouble when we get here. There's a whole bunch of them. And we're running out of 88s. We only have 4 88s left, and there's 5 targets. Okay, so now we move here. We are safe. We move to turn 3. The only thing we can do is shoot another 88. And these are all with a -1. It's because we lost Duke's 88s. Those were the 2 88s we needed. So we're going to cancel out. We're going to go after... we're going to get the worst ones. We're going to go after this one. A 5 does the trick. It's gone. And we're going to use an SA point to go again. And we're going to go after the other one here. Well, we want to get the ones with the +1. They're easier to kill. So we'll go after this one. And we got a 10. So another one down. And technically speaking, we're in range of them. So let me back up here. We had to go fast. Yeah, we went fast and then we had to go slow to hit the second time. So that actually means we're this last guy gets to shoot at us. All 3 of these get to shoot at us. It's horrible. Alright, we're in trouble. I do have 2 more AGM-88s, which I could theoretically kill 2 more, but we still have to endure the attacks. So 3 of them here. Let's do ECMs straight down the line. 1, miss, miss. So only the top one shoots at us. This one is destroyed because of our shenanigans. So this one's shooting, and he's going to shoot at... I mean, technically, the moment Duke got hit, he flew and left the mission. So, Duke is out. So we're down to 7 targets now. They're going after 1, which is Talon. He already has the shaken status. We're going to go ahead and roll. And that 2 is wonderful because it gets reduced to a 1. So nothing happens. So we're good there. So now we're going to do our final move. And we're now flying low. And I just realized this can only hit low targets. And we were up high. So this did not shoot at us at all. So I'm going to reduce this back to 4. Now we're flying low. It's turn 4. We will get to drop our bombs, hopefully. I have 3 of them here, and I can spend my last one to go fast. I'm only going to be able to kill 1. But let's try it, and I want to go after this one. They're both the same. And we got them. So that one is destroyed. So I have to endure 2. And I know that I could have spent another one, but if somehow we need to linger one more turn, I might be able to kill another one during the slow phase. Also, during the fast phase, Banzai here is fast. He's going to drop his bombs before they roll, because they could theoretically damage him, which would cause him to lose his munitions. So we have 2 of them here. They're different ones, so let's bring the pink one back. Okay, so let's do just like there. We're going to do left and right. Left one, right one. He gets a +1 to his die roll, and we're bombing the target. That's what this is. So 2 + 1 is 1 hit. 4 + 1 is 1 hit. So 1 hit for both of them. You could argue that that was horrible, but I'll take it. 2 hits. We do need to do better with the rest. Okay, so we got 2 guys. Let's ECM them. Out and then in. Okay, the in is out. Who's he attacking? Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alpo. Alpo is going to take a stress. We got a 4, gets reduced to a 3. Nothing happens. Excellent. Hold on a second. I just got a text I got to respond to. Okay, we survived the worst of it. Now let's just see we get our 11 hits in and we can call it a day. And actually, we have a -2 here. So let's just start with our big guy. 4 rolls, with the last one being a slightly smaller bomb. We can do it this way. Alright, so the first bomb, we get a +3, and it's a 3, 5, or 8. That's 3 hits, 6 hits, 9 hits, and then the second bomb we rolled a 7. That's 11 hits right there. It's more than enough, so we don't need to drop bombs with the other guy. We'll save him, just like that last event. It might help us. I don't need to shoot the AGM-88 because we're going to get out of dodge. Alright, so it got a little tricky. I mean, we definitely didn't lose a plane or anything, but we had 2 damaged. Not fun, of course. 4 victory points. Infra goes 2 and Recon goes 2. Infra is as far over as it goes. So I need to move Intel with this one. The -2 hits means that we only needed 9 hits on this. And once again, it's a target 4, so it's a 3 stress mission. Okay, and then we got to do the homebound. You may select the priority refilling option at no cost. That is excellent. We will take that. And yeah, let's go. Talon. One, two, three. And then 1, 2. You can see clears. He leveled up. We got him up to average. Bear. 1, 2. 1, 2. Banzai. Duke. Cowboy. Bigfoot. Some of these are one experience away. Alpo. And Brick. Okay, then the last thing I think I want to do is I want to do, especially since we got 5 SO points, I'm going to spend 9 to get a free R&R. So that means this one's going to go down by 2, 3, 3, you can see like some of these still are really high. But we at least got them down to reasonable levels. So it means I may not be able to do a secondary mission, or when it's my next turn I may only do a secondary mission, because I'm not sure I have more than 4 pilots that are ready to go. It's an interesting problem. See, I'm doing so bad I can't remember if I gave myself the 4 victory points. I think I did. So here we are. We're at the end of day 4. 1/3 of the way through. We're at 47. I said we need 160. So if you multiply this by 3, we're just under what we need. And I think we can get what we need, because as the pilots get better, we're going to be able to do more. Also, this one is not 1/3. It's closer to 1/4. So, anyways, I think we're hovering near where we need to be. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Stay awesome.